Hey, welcome to the Motormouth YouTube channel. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
And we got a couple of heavy hitters from Japan, two of the best-selling compact SUVs. Both of them are available as a hybrid now. So you want to get into it?
We do. We've got the Toyota RAV4, the brand new one, 2026, and of course the 2026 Honda CR-V.
So we're going to go through all the different categories, outside, inside, power, all that kind of stuff, and then you decide which one you think's best for you.
The all-new RAV4 is offered in two electrified powertrain options, a hybrid and a plug-in hybrid. Gone is the gas option for 2026. The hybrid has a 2.5-liter four-cylinder matched to an eCVT. It has the fifth-generation hybrid system and gets a combined 236 horsepower. In Canada, standard all-wheel drive. In the US, front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options are available. The RAV4 plug-in hybrid is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder matched to an eCVT. It gets a combined 324 horsepower. It uses the sixth-generation PHEV system with two electric motors, and it has a 22.7 kilowatt-hour battery. It gets 84 kilometers, 52 miles of range. The GR Sport a little less at 77 kilometers, 48 miles, and the Woodland 79 kilometers, 49 miles of EV range, standard all-wheel drive.
Now, the 2026 Honda CR-V has two powertrains. You get the traditional gas and the hybrid. The hybrid is a 2-liter four-cylinder with a pair of electric motors. It's matched to an eCVT, and it's 204 horsepower, 247 pound-feet of torque. Standard all-wheel drive in Canada, front and all-wheel drive in the United States. Now, the base engine is a gasoline engine. It's a 1.5 turbo four-cylinder and a regular CVT, 190 horsepower, 179 pound-feet of torque. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options are available in Canada and the US.
Really, the big news is that this new RAV4 is going to be sold as a hybrid and a plug-in hybrid. If you are interested in a gas model, well, the CR-V still has that option. But the RAV4 hybrid provides more power than the CR-V hybrid. You may notice that Honda does offer a combined torque number. Toyota does not.
Now, we should say that the RAV4 was just unveiled. Okay, so you are seeing all the information for the first time. It is not currently available for sale. It'll be just in the new year. So if you like the idea of a straight gas RAV4, good news is you can go to your dealer and buy the current 2025 model while they last.
The RAV4 gets a new look with different designs: Core, Rugged, and Sport. Core is your more elegant RAV4 with a color-matched grille. Rugged, your more adventurous, outdoor-looking RAV4 with integrated Rigid Industries LED lighting. And it's half an inch higher because of the all-terrain tires. Sport models have the sportier design elements, and the new RAV4 GR Sport takes inspiration from motorsports and prioritizes handling with a GR-tuned suspension. It also sits lower to the ground. The RAV4 comes standard with LED headlamps, LED tail lamps, 17-inch wheels, available 18 and 20-inch wheels, and a temporary spare tire for both the hybrid and plug-in hybrid. The RAV4 has 8.1 inches of ground clearance, the Woodland model a little more at 8.5 inches, and the GR Sport a little less at 7.5 inches.
So the CR-V has been out in its current shape for a couple of years now, but for 2026, they added the Trail Sport model with a more rugged design. Trail Sport badging, 18-inch all-terrain tires. The CR-V is one of the largest compact SUVs in this class, and it's kind of tied with the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage. It has up to 8.2 inches of ground clearance and offers a boxy design, a broad stance, and a long hood. The CR-V comes standard with LED headlamps and tail lamps, 17-inch wheels, available 18 or 19. Gas models have a temporary spare tire, but hybrids get a tire repair kit.
One of my favorite trims now is the Trail Sport model. First off, I think that Honda did a nice job with the design elements of it. I think the problem with that hybrid powertrain is it just gets up there in price.
Oh yeah, stick around for the pricing we do have.
Yeah.
The RAV4 pricing has not been released yet. I think the RAV4 is essentially the same vehicle that's been heavily modified. They give it a more chiseled look. They call it the hammerhead headlamp design. But you can still see the basis of the previous model there. The wheelbase is the same as the previous RAV4, and the overall dimensions are going to be roughly the same, slightly wider track because they've got different wheel and tire packages.
And you do get a little bit more cargo space now compared to the previous model. One of the big complaints about the 2025 RAV4 is just how loud the model was. There is an improvement for sure in noise insulation in the new RAV4. You'll notice a huge difference, but I still think that the CR-V hybrid is just still a little bit quieter than the RAV4 hybrid.
I agree with you. And we drove one model on the launch event that had a panel roof, which is new, not really readily available in the last RAV4. They've added it into the factory where they make the majority of RAV4s. So now you can order a panel roof. And with the cross members on the roof rack, we noticed with the cars equipped with the panel roof, it was noticeably louder than the ones with a regular sunroof. So if road noise is your thing, maybe one with just a regular sunroof.
We drove two models. We drove the Woodland and we drove the Limited. And the Woodland model was quite quiet. It had a moonroof. It did have roof rails, but it didn't have the crossbars on it. And so when we got in the Limited model, we thought, wow, this does seem a little bit louder. When we closed the shade on that model, yes, the cabin noise decreased, but we could still hear it.
Yeah, I think CR-V is the champ for road noise.
The new RAV4 interior prioritizes functionality and practicality with user-friendly technology, standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 12.3-inch digital driver display, and a 10.5-inch touchscreen. There is an available 12.9-inch touchscreen. It is the newest version of the Toyota multimedia system with improved voice assistant and quicker response times, as well as new software called Arene. The RAV4 is comfortable and offers good visibility, comes standard with cloth upholstery, available soft text. On certain models, Toyota has added a new shift-by-wire system with a minimalist toggle switch. Other models still have the traditional shifter. The Woodland trim has an outdoor-inspired cabin with patterned trim pieces and orange accents. The Sport SE and XSE models have a micro suede and soft text upholstery combo with blue accents, and the GR Sport model adds GR badging, paddle shifters, and aluminum sport pedals and a micro suede combo.
So when we first saw the RAV4 at a launch event in Texas at headquarters, we were a little bit disappointed with the interior materials, kind of leaning into what Toyota already does with a lot of their vehicles. It's more of an industrial look and not really that luxurious, especially when you compare it to what the Koreans are up to, even Volkswagen with the new Tiguan. But then when we drove it again for a whole day, I came to appreciate a couple of things, Andrea. There is no shiny hard plastic at all in the cabin, which is a pet peeve of ours, that stuff that gets the fingerprints and dust. And the thing I liked the most was the instrument cluster is now fully digital on every model, and it's easy to read and no glare. I think that's a big improvement.
Look, this has a lot of standard features first off, but then so many available features, and we're going to get into the CR-V in just a moment, how it's missing a lot of features considering the price point that Honda is charging for the CR-V. There's definitely a mix of materials in the RAV4, and what I found from trim to trim, when you start to look at the door panels or you look at the dash, the materials are pretty much the same, maybe some different color options, but a mix of soft touch and hard plastic for sure.
Yeah, the top of the dash is hard plastic. It's not soft coated. So there is quite a bit. They lean into that industrial kind of vibe and the plastic, but there's no matte. And then the screen, the graphics are better than the current RAV4 and any actually Toyota that we've driven. One thing about the current models is I find that it's very bland. Now they've added some color to it, which I think makes it, and it was quick.
And now it has Toyota Safety Sense 4.0. So that is connected to the new software Arene. So you're going to be able to do software updates and update your vehicle along the way to keep it current.
Now, as we mentioned, the CRV is one of the biggest in this category, so it has good visibility, it has an open cabin, spacious, good driver's seat position. It has added more standard features for 2026. Now is a 9-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple and Android Auto, a wireless charger, and an available 10.25 digital driver display. The CRV comes standard with cloth upholstery, available leather trimmed. Now, the Trail Sport has cloth seats that we found very comfortable, more comfortable than the leather versions that we've driven. And just like the exterior, the Trail Sport has unique interior design elements, including Trail Sport badging, orange accents. The CRV is missing features, though, that the RAV4 has, like ventilated front seats, an available panoramic sunroof, a 360 camera, and height adjustment for the passenger seat. Now, the RAV4 now comes standard with a height adjustment. It was only available with the electric on the top trim. Now you get that ratchet system. We're all for it. It's just all for it.
We're all for it. You know what's surprising to me is Honda came out with a brand new CRV. And it's missing all of these features that the competitors already had. Like, this isn't new for RAV4. It did have a power operated passenger seat with a height adjustment. Sure, it was on the top trim, but at least you got it.
Yeah, the CRV, just talking about the design generally. So RAV4 is all new. That's the advantage they have. CRV's been out for a couple of years, but it has a kind of a timeless classic. I would almost call it sort of Germanic design, very simple, to the point. It's going to age very well in place. It's got that honeycomb kind of look to it. And it's very useful. It does the job. I would say both of these vehicles don't add any element of luxury.
Well, I think there's not a lot of pizzazz in either of them. Although I have to say that the top trim of the RAV4, that limited model, it does have the toggle shifter and it does seem more elegant inside. You've got those extra features, including the panoramic sunroof. And I think that that makes a difference when you're sitting in it. I'm still disappointed, look, that the CRV doesn't have all of those features that we just mentioned. I hope that they add it eventually. I am happy to see that they've added more standard features for 2026, including that 9-inch touchscreen. You cannot offer a 7-inch touchscreen, which they did before.
Just projecting forward here, Andrew. So the CRV's been out for a few years. They did add a few things this year. Now that RAV4, the #1 seller in North America, is out, they might refresh it more for 2027. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Now, one bonus about the CRV is that the infotainment system still has plenty of knobs and buttons. The HVAC controls are not all in the screen, but it is a different story now for the RAV4, where a lot of functions are done in the screen. Of course, you still have a volume knob for the RAV4.
And you have temperature up and down, which are hotkeys just below that. But yeah, everything's done in the screen. CRV, as I said, it's been out for a few years, but I like the knurled knobs they have in the CRV. It's sort of, like I said, it's kind of Germanic in a way that they've gone about it. It's very simple and clean and timeless. So I like both.
And I remember when the Civic came out with that honeycomb dash, and I just thought, wow, that just looks so great and elegant. So I do agree that the CRV is going to age well over time. As mentioned, the CRV is bigger than the RAV4. It has almost half an inch more front row legroom and an extra 3 inches of second row legroom compared to the Toyota. Cargo space behind the second row is very similar, but you do get more overall cargo space in the CRV.
So as we mentioned at the beginning, RAV4 has been unveiled. Now you can see it and you're getting driving impressions from people like us, but they're not going to give us the price until it goes on sale, which will be in the new year. So what we're going to do is the current pricing, and you can extrapolate, how much more it's going to go up. We'll put it all on the screen. So let's go through both.
Fuel economy for the RAV4 varies depending on the trim you choose, so we're going to share the popular XLE all-wheel drive hybrid numbers. 5.2 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 6 on the highway. That's 45 miles per gallon city, 35 miles per gallon highway.
For the plug-in hybrid, here are the fuel economy numbers, both when the battery is charged and when the battery is depleted. So here's the fuel economy for both the gas and the hybrid models of the 2026 CRV. We'll focus on the hybrid. It's 6 liters per 100 kilometers city, 6.9 on the highway. That's 40 miles per gallon in the city, 34 on the highway. This new plug-in will charge from 10 to 80% in approximately 35 minutes. With a level 2 charger, it'll take 2 to 3.5 hours depending on the size of the onboard charger. It has a J1772 charging port, available CCS1. The RAV4 has more towing capacity than the CR-V. All hybrid models except the base can tow 3,500 pounds. All of the plug-ins except for that GR Sport can tow 3,500 pounds. CR-V's towing capacity is 1,500 pounds for the gas, 1,000 only for the hybrid.
Both Toyota and Honda have the same warranty, 3 years or 60,000 kilometers, 36,000 miles. One thing I've always loved about the RAV4 are the variety of trims that are available. You can get into a hybrid at an affordable price point. Obviously for 2026, the price is going to go up. But right now for 2025, that base model hybrid is priced under $40,000 Canadian. Also a very good price in the US. So it's going to increase a little bit, but I hope that Toyota keeps making it more of an affordable option.
But we saw with Camry, so when Camry this past year, within the last 12 months, went 100% hybrid, they were very sharp with their pricing. And the RAV4, just to put a fine point on it, is the best selling passenger vehicle in the United States and Canada. It's a juggernaut. And one of the reasons, to Andrea's point, is they have a broad spectrum of available trims and a broad spectrum of price points, from a basic inexpensive one all the way to the fancy plug-in GR Sport. So there's the reason why it sells so well is there's a RAV4 for every budget and lifestyle.
If you don't want as many features, you do not have to take them, because there is a trim for you. With the CR-V, my goodness, that hybrid gets up there in price. In the US, there's more trims to choose from for the hybrid, less in Canada, but boy, does it ever top out at quite a high price point. So right now, when you compare the 2025 RAV4 to the 2026 CR-V, you're still getting more features in the 2025 RAV4 at a more affordable price point than the CR-V.
There's a reason why it's king. So what do you guys think of the two? Which one would you choose? Have you got one of each? I mean, the new one's not out yet for RAV4, but let us know what you think. Type below. We love to hear from you.
I think the biggest challenge with the RAV4 is going to be availability. And I feel like the CR-V hybrid, there is more availability. And so I hope that Toyota can speed up production of that 2026 model.
See you next time.